Okay, good morning everyone. Today is the day. We're finally going to put a new air conditioner on the Queen. It is late June right now. I don't know the exact date. I think it's the 23rd, Saturday. June has really kind of slipped by and we've not done much. We did Alma and that's about it. So hopefully next month will go better. We'll be able to do a lot more, but circumstances of life being what they are, the air conditioner being broken, working a lot of overtime, etc., etc. I just haven't had a lot of time to do anything, so I'm hoping that's going to come to an end soon. Anyway, first thing we got to do is pull the air conditioner, the old air conditioner off. So we'll show you how to do that. Okay, so the first thing you got to do is take this cover off. There are several screws. There was one here, there's another one on the side, one on the back, two over on this side, and then there's a really small nut right there. So once we get this cover off, there's basically just 4 bolts, one here and then one on every other corner, that sandwiches the air conditioner to the roof of the van. It's not bolted to the roof, it's actually just sort of pinched on there with a gasket in between. So it should be fairly easy to take off. So next thing I gotta do is finish getting this cover off and then take a look at the wires.
I'll laugh when it falls on your head.
Oh, it's falling on my head.
That wasn't amusing. Do it again. All right, what do we have now?
It's only funny if you hurt yourself. Ooh, it's getting hot in here already. All right, so now we got this metal plate that is what the air conditioner attaches to. Wires here. Looks like I gotta take off this cover here to get at the wires. So, 2 screws. Oh my God, is this hard on my back?
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Jeez. Okay.
Shall I go outside and plug the RV in?
Yeah, good idea. Let's see how much I can get zapped. All right, so there are your 2 wires, obviously positive and negative, and your ground wire. Real simple. Real simple.
Now remembering that that's 110.
Yes, I know. I screwed up the colors last time. I get it. I should never have let you watch that video.
Hard to restrict somebody on YouTube.
Yeah, well, as if I hadn't humiliated myself enough with my dancing. Yeah. There we go. Okay.
And I suspect you are going to have to unplug the unit from the control because the control is hooked to the plate.
Yes, right here.
Are you allergic to work?
I think I inhaled some dust.
Dust?
Yeah.
No.
You know, that thing that accumulates in something that when it's been sitting around for years on end? Yeah, that thing.
In a field?
You should know a lot about that.
Okay.
How much dust has accumulated on you just in the time you've spent sitting on that couch.
I hate to think about it.
Okay, so now we got to take these 4 bolts out, and then the air conditioner should basically just be sitting on the roof.
That looks like about 3/8.
And hopefully it's not 3/8. 3/8 is what we used on the tiny one. Oh my God, you're right.
Imagine that.
I stand corrected. You aren't as stupid as you look.
Try the screwdriver. They shouldn't be tight.
Yeah, you don't have a 1/8 drive in here.
I know. I need to get that.
My 1/8 drive has been locked in my toolbox for a long time. Oh boy, we're going to need a 3/8 drive.
Here, let's stop this. I'll go get a tool.
Oh, come on, you schmuck. Where'd you put it? There it is. Moron.
You're doing both sides of our dialogue here.
I know. Oh man, is that stiff. 20-some years.
You could use the bar.
Oh, that one wasn't tight at all. Lordy, lordy, lord.
Yeah, why don't you use the bar to get those other ones loose to make sure it doesn't break that ratchet.
So.
That's tightening.
Duh. Shut up. Shut up, old man.
I'm laughing with you.
Yeah. I'm sure you and 1,000 others. That's the beautiful thing about this situation. I not only get to get mocked by you, I get to get mocked by the viewers later.
I hope everyone will add their mocking comments when this goes on.
Sure they will.
I would appreciate it personally.
I didn't get mocked at all for my dancing.
I'm surprised it didn't go viral.
I'd have to retreat in exile and live at the North Pole. Oh man, this stinks.
Have a bunch of Inuits outside your igloo mocking your dancing.
So much for that.
Huh.
It's a good thing I don't have to try to put this air conditioner back in.
Yes, indeed. I was about to mention it's very important to wrap your knuckles against that sharp metal there.
Oh yeah.
Why does that fan keep stopping?
Because it wasn't plugged in, the battery's dead.
Oh.
Ow. These are long bolts. Well, I'm happy to see that the wood in here is not even remotely wet looking.
That back panel is.
Oh yeah, back here it's all water damage and stuff back here. So I'm not entirely sure what to make of that because I've checked it during downpours and doesn't leak. I think it used to leak. Somebody must have resealed it.
It's possible.
Well, this whole well area where the air conditioner is a weak point in the roof because it's actually an insert. There's a bunch of screws that go around the perimeter. And if it's ever going to leak, that's where it's going to leak.
That would be a place to leak.
In fact, it wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe reseal that while we're doing this.
Absolutely. Would it be funny if when you got the last bolt off, the thing slid off the outside and onto the ground?
That would not be funny at all. It would take
Guess I was wrong.
It would take the back window with it.
Well, then your viewers could see how to replace the back window.
Oh God, I don't know if I could replace this back window if I had to. This is a escape hatch, so who knows if it's replaceable. Why
Is
isn't
that
this
coming out?
It's not coming out.
Why?
Shit. I don't know why. Threads are obviously jacked up.
Oh, that's not good. That might mean we have to grind that head off. You'll get stuff all over your bed. Ah, yes, first problem.
There's always a problem. As George said, why must there always be a problem?
That was a terrible Costanza.
Shut up. Okay, we found that the fourth bolt that was not coming out wasn't coming out because it had a nut on it. So we got a wrench up in there and got the nut out. So now I got to just take these last few screws out and this plate should come right out. Probably gonna fall on my face.
No Ramblin' Michigander video is complete without you hurting yourself.
Without you mocking me in some way?
Correct.
Well, no day is complete without you mocking me in some way.
That is gonna fall down.
I know it is. I only have two hands.
I would help, but I'm holding the camera.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh, yeah, who's the man? All right, there we go. There's your inner plate with your controls on it. So now the air conditioner is just sitting on the roof. And we gotta just find a way to get it off without killing ourselves.
Push up on it, make sure it moves.
Oh yeah, it moves. It's just stuck to the thing after years.
Okay.
Okay, so now we go outside. All right, you're gonna slowly sort of push up and back. Oh, wow, okay. That's it, I'll come out. Okay. I should put the holes in the same place, the same size. Oh, look at that. Oh, look, it clamps in. Yeah, it just sits on the I see, there's the, yeah. Okay, all right. I'm just gonna tilt it back and let it slide, basically. Yeah. I'm barely holding it. It's it. You got it. Oh, well, the ladder's moving. It is, yeah. All right. We're gonna have to lift it. We're gonna have to pick it up. Yep. All right. My belly's in the way. Yeah, well, get it out of the way. Okay, well. Like a dog? Yeah. All right, so we got the air conditioner out. Obviously, I've got some cleaning to do up here, and we're gonna recaulk all these screws, because you can see like this one up here, you know, that's got a big hole in it. Water can easily penetrate there, so we're gonna clean all this up and then put the air conditioner, the new air conditioner back in.
Don't make it beep.
We're gonna need to seal up this thing a little bit better. Some cracks in the fiberglass I want to seal before we put the new air conditioner in.
Really? Let's see them.
Like over here, some spider cracks and stuff. I want to just seal over that with something.
Yes. We'll
Boy,
caulk
this
that.
is nasty. What is it? Nasty, nasty.
All right. Very good.
How do we do it? Let's set it on the tire first. Hold up, my belly seems to be in the way again. Ready? Go. Not bad at all. Once you get inside, yep. Sweet. Looks good. Oh, this is gonna work just fine. Alright, a little more forward. Whoop. Back a bit. I do believe that that is perfect. You hear me? Yes. We're perfect. Yes, I assume it'll sort of crush down as we bolt it down, because right now it's wobbly. I know, but it's not bolted down. Okay. Well, that was reasonably easy. Okie dokie. Alright, so the way this is done is that this is your mounting plate on the inside. And we've reached up and we've already pulled down the connecting cable right here. So what you do is put your mounting plate inside. Oh, I'm an idiot. This is your SEP divider, because you got the intake and the out port here. So you got to put this little divider in, and it was about this long. So you got to cut it to size depending on how thick your air conditioner is. So you just stick that right in there. Around your wires, and just sort of inch it up there, being careful not to hurt the foam. And it kind of compresses together like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these bolts. You got 4 of these bolts, stick them up through here, and just finger tighten them to start with. Make sure they're threading in. You don't want to cross thread them. those.
Thread them like you did just there.
Yeah. Well, this is why you always put these things in by hand first. You can't damage the threads when you put them in by hand. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. So now, basically the way this works is it just sandwiches the air conditioner to the roof. And you want to tighten these things up slowly as it pulls against the roof. And you don't want to tighten them too much, or you can actually crack this plate. And if you do that, you're looking at another new air conditioner. Did you get the drill?
I didn't yet.
You didn't? Okay. Then we're just doing this by hand. It helps a lot if you have a drill. We don't have one handy, so we're just doing it by hand.
I could go get a drill.
Why don't you do that, because this will take me all day.
All right, here you go. All right, we are live on the air.
All right, so now we got a drill. But like I said, you still got to be very careful, so we're going to take this nice and slow.
Hey, Gordon. Don't break it.
Thank you. Your endless brilliance never ceases to amaze.
I know. How could you get by without me?
Ooh, I need a shower. I stink. Sweating all day.
Hopefully in a few minutes you can sit in a nice cool RV.
That would be nice. All right, so while we're doing this, we want to double check that our little divider is lined up properly, which it wasn't, so I'm glad I remembered to check it. There we go. Okay. Now this thing calls for 3 inch-pounds of torque. No, 3 foot-pounds of torque. Something inch-pounds, I don't know what that works out to. To my knowledge, there isn't a torque wrench out there that is that accurate. So you pretty much just have to do it by hand and be very careful not to over-tighten it. The best way to do it is to take your time, tighten it down slowly, use a water hose up at the top, run some water around there, check for leaks. If it's leaking, tighten it a little bit more. You can always tighten it a little bit more to stop the leaks, but if you over tighten it and break it, there's no going back. Whew, sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. Okay.
I'm guessing you're doing more than 3 foot-pounds.
I think so. But I'm fairly happy with it.
I don't think it's that delicate, though.
No, I don't think it is. Okay, so here's the problem we've run into. This is the electrical supply line. It's supposed to go all the way over here through this hole and into this box. But obviously there's not enough line here. So we are going to have to find a solution to this. We're going to have to find a way to extend these lines. Okay, so what we ended up having to do was literally just using an extension, using a small piece of wire nuts, a lot of electrical tape to make it nice and safe, and then wired it together in here. So once we test it, I'll stuff these up in here and put the little cover on, and then put the decorative piece over this. But we're going to start the generator and test this baby. all the fuel drains back into the tank, and so after a month of not running it, it takes forever for the fuel to get back up to the carburetor. There it goes.
It always does that. It pops once.
Yeah. Runs a little rough too.
How do you know when you have power?
I just wait for the microwave to turn on. There it goes. So now we have power.
Time to put it under load.
Woo!
Oh, I heard the load hit.
Oh yeah, that's getting cold. Oh yeah, that's a lot of air.
Let's let it run for about 10 minutes, I'd say. That'll exercise your generator and get this thing going.
I agree. Woo! Oh, that feels good. Well, we ran the generator for about 10 minutes and everything ran fine.
You ready to shut down?
Yeah, we can shut it off now. For those of you with generators, it's good to let your generator run without a load for a few minutes after you shut off everything before you turn the generator off. Let it cool down a little bit. Now I'm going to put this little cover over.
I brought an extender, by the way, if you want it.
Okay. Cover over the electrical wires here. All right, extender.
It's back there somewhere.
It's right there in front of you.
That ratchet I got at a dollar store.
It shows. The last dollar store tool I had was a hammer, and after pounding in 3 nails, it actually bent 90 degrees.
So it was a safety hammer.
Yeah, oh boy. There's no over hammering on that one. Okay, so that's that.
We did check for leaks, by the way.
Yes, we did. We stuck the hose up there at the base of the air conditioner. Just let the water run. You said you had bits for Phillips head bits over there. Thank you. I made a mess of my bed back here. Okay. So now we got to put this thing on. Now that was ugly, but it worked. Really ought to have a long thing for this, but I don't have one, so doing it my way. Oh no. Look at this mess. Look at this mess we made.
So you can leave the front one open to blow it up here, but not have the back one open.
Right.
Because I blow cold air at the window. Nicely done.
That one will pretty much just stay open all the time.
Yes.
And then this thing is the filter. So this goes in here and then pops in. Pops in. There it is.
There you go. And your
then-
knobs. Knobs.
Yes, thank you. Knobs. I knew there was something. Oh, crap. How did it get off kilter suddenly? That's good enough. Yeah, that'll work just fine.
You want one more test?
Yep. Actually, this thing doesn't close all the way.
I noticed that. It just reduces. Ready for another test?
I might, that might cause a problem when I'm sleeping. Yeah, another test. Come on. There.
I'll let you know when it hits.
Okay.
And you have power. Oh yeah, that's blowing it nicely out here.
That's on low. That's high. Yeah, I might end up taping over some of these because sleeping right under here, that's going to be a lot of air blowing on me.
Well, you won't have it on high, of course.
Yeah, but even on low, that's still a lot.
You could also build a scoop to direct it all up front.
Yeah, I could do things like that. That's blowing nicely. I'm pleased by that. Yep.
You ready for your next project?
Yes, but this concludes this video. The next thing we got to do is removing the refrigerator from the Princess to get that thing ready to be replaced. We ordered a new one. It came damaged. We had to send it back. We're waiting for another new one to come. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the old refrigerator today, but that's gonna be in our next video. So until then, see y'all later.